What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and this is iRacing Spec Racer Ford from a Sebring Club circuit. The top half of Sebring, no turn one, no sunset bend, none of that, but the fun part still remains. I like this circuit and this car. It's a very fun car track combination, in my opinion. Then again, I really like Sebring. Sebring's one of my favorite tracks, so not necessarily a shocker, but we're starting on pole position. Should be a fun race. I did a race with this guy who was in P2 on the grid, and we had fairly similar pace earlier on, so let's see how things have changed, if at all.
Green, green, green. 20 more laps.
And we're off. The corner right there is probably going to be one of the trickier spots all race. Definitely going to want to keep your eye on that one. Looking to log some laps, hopefully hold our position, and just have a nice smooth race. As always, of course, the goal, hopefully, that is actually what happens. No, Slade! Disconnected. That's lame. Corner's pretty interesting in this car because it's not really one corner like it is in a faster car. It's more of two corners. There's that first right, and then there's the second, the actual corner, whereas in a faster car it's kind of, you just arc out and through, basically like a decreasing radius right-hander. Get myself under control.
Car on your left. Keep to the right. Stay on the right. The next car's the leader. Clear on the left.
Just take things nice and easy. Oh, this guy has a similar pace as mine, so not really all that much concerned right now. Just looking to log laps. Settle into a groove. One thing you will notice with the timing, pit road is kind of crazy. So it makes the relative timing displays kind of go crazy, kind of a little bit nuts. Because that's pit exit right there to the right.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stop on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Go left. That car's a lap down. Car right.
I think he's just trying to get out of the way. Corner exit speed there is really critical, especially in these cars which have no horsepower. Obvious statement of the year right there, right? iRacing, please fix the level of detail issues on this car. It's pretty crazy. News is, it seems to be me and this guy. A nice little breakaway pack. Comfortable with the pace I'm running. He seems to be as well. And I know I have more left in the bag. So, it's just kind of one of those things, let's just ride a little bit. They give them a false sense of confidence. It is a mind game, people. Can't psych a guy out into doing something that he probably shouldn't do. Now you might be a little bit weirded out by this, or just kind of a little bit puzzled. The draft in this car isn't as big as you think it is because these cars aren't that fast. You know, on some tracks, you know, yes, it is huge, such as Road America, for example, but it's also a very high-speed track. Sitting on this guy's rear end. And narrowly dodging one X's. Looks like third place might be catching up with us a little bit. So maybe we might need to push a little bit harder. Plenty of time, though. Patience. It's good for you. Patience is win. Hope we got a laugher in the field. Just a lovely Thursday evening drive. Just drive around in circles. Yeah. By the way, in close quarters racing like this, where you're close to another car, make sure you brake before the other car. If the car in front brakes before the car behind, usually that results in a traffic jam, a pile-up. Bad stuff. Stuff you don't want to happen. This guy lets us both through on the run down to the hairpin.
Right side.
Thank you.
Clear.
Thank you, Thomas.
Pretty much buying time right now. Just waiting. Because I know I'm faster, but I don't think I'm so much faster that I'm gonna be able to break away and make, you know, a giant time gap. Or anything like that, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like keep a car in front, focus on what I'm doing, and just keep calm and carry on.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Just kidding. You thought I was gonna not try and pass this guy. Come on. See what he tries down here.
You got 10 laps to go. You're back in the lead.
And my phone is ringing, and my phone is in my pocket. And my phone is in my pocket, and my pockets are vibrating, and it's weird. Is that for distraction? Hey, distraction option
Right
is not
side.
fair.
Keep to the left. Clear.
That's cool.
The next car's the leader.
Is he now? See, the thing is, you only need to lead one lap. Just one. That's it. Just one.
Left side. Keep to the right. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Okay, I think it's time to crank it up a little bit. Push a little bit harder.
You're in first. Good job.
Especially seeing how third place has closed down the gap a little bit. It's one of those things, you gotta be careful not to tip your hand too early. Because the longer you're in front of someone, the more chance they have to learn where your strengths and weaknesses are, and as well as what they can do to go faster. I'm pretty sure that's my fastest lap of the race. Yep. Corner's so much fun. Yes, there we go. Now we're starting to open up the gap. It's always an interesting sight to see a race car backing up. Something you often see, hopefully. There we go. Got a good run through the hairpin that time. Hairpin's probably the weakest part of the course for me. Identical lap times back to back. I like it. I like it a lot. Larger gap, opening up, like it even more. Failing at the hairpin, I like it the most.
You got a slow car on the right. That car's a lap down. You've got 5 laps to go. Go left. That car's a lap down.
Oh, this guy. Sweet. True fact, this guy wrecked in warm-up like right in front of me. Or actually, no, he lost control on the curbs in the section that we're coming up in. Because, you know, you have totally everything to gain right now. Yeah, warm-up, he ran wide there and just lost it. And I was the victim.
Right side.
And, yeah.
Stay on the left.
What are you doing? Why the heck are you not letting the cars on the lead lap through? This is not that difficult.
Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
No problem.
What, running me over running me over in warm-up was not enough.
Feel your pain.
David, respect the blue flag, man.
Hey, and sorry for coming on track like that. I was kind of out of control.
I mean,
apologize.
really. You know, it wasn't enough that you wrecked me in warm-up, was it, David? You had to run me over in the race?
Yeah, that guy needs to be... Will you report him, please?
I mean, you have cars on the lead lap racing for position coming up behind you. You're a lap down. Why try and quote-unquote race? You aren't racing anything. My car...
Yeah, you guys keep talking how you want to talk.
He talk.
If we're in.
Just gotta respect the blue flag, man, that's all. Respect so you can be respected.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine, but I didn't do anything to anybody. You guys are mad because nobody wants to pull over, so you can't just drive by.
David, you're blocking. You don't understand how this works.
Clear on the
Against the block.
You'll know how I feel when it happens to you.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Drew, you don't even get to talk, bud. I know exactly what you're talking about. You were crying about blocking on, like, turn 2 of the race, so you can go to hell.
Dude, you freaking ran me over into the hairpin. You have only yourself to blame for that.
No, I didn't run you over. You braked harder than me. I'm sorry about that, but that's you, not me.
And that's why I'm lapping you in a 20-lap race.
Gentlemen,
I don't disagree with you, Matt. I don't know why you're crying.
Just promise that you'll report David just like I'm going to, and then he'll get mad. What happens?
You guys want everybody to pull over for you because you're faster, but it's pretty weak.
No, really, just not running people over would be ideal.
You should pull over. For respect.
I'm not pulling over for somebody. It's a goddamn race. It's not a fucking grocery store.
But you're not raising anybody else. You were alone.
Yeah, but you guys, I cannot believe you're all saying that. You guys want everybody to pull over for you? What kind of race?
You got 2
Oh,
laps to go.
go ahead.
David, it's because you're a lap down, mate.
Well, I totally get that. I understand the lap down, but that doesn't mean I'm going to just roll over.
When there's cars on the lead lap racing for position, you move over, especially when you have nothing to gain. And then you also don't run people over.
Yeah, I totally disagree with you, man. I understand where you're coming from, and I didn't do that on purpose. I apologize, but I'm not just going to roll. I'm not going to roll over.
Dude, you moved over, I went around you, and then you decided to get right behind me and then just run me over. You could have just held your line and we would not even had a problem.
Yeah, I did. I moved over so you could get by. I did not expect your braking. I did not put you on purpose. You're crying. I'm sorry, but it was not intentional.
David, you obviously don't know what you're doing.
Oh
You'll
god.
learn. Never, Andrew. I got nothing.
White flag. One more left to go.
What a bull crap race. What a bull crap race. And that, my friends, is why the protest system is useless. Because you know what? I can guarantee you the results of this one. It was a racing incident. Yeah, okay, he probably didn't do it intentionally. Doesn't change the fact he's an idiot. I mean, seriously, you can't do stuff like that. I mean, I'm just lost for words how terrible your racecraft has to be to not understand basic courtesy and common sense. I mean, you have to be literally incapable of figuring this out. It's not that difficult. We've all been there before. My car's totally hosed. Wobbles on braking. I mean, it's not difficult. Not difficult at all. Especially when you consider that the faster cars are lapping you.
That
This is
was a
inexcusable.
good use of lap traffic. You got me there. I was listening to all that conversation, and I looked up, and oh my God, there he
There's
goes.
the flag.
That
It's
was-
over.
Yeah, I got lucky there.
Great job. You did really well.
Bad luck for you, Matt. You had that win, man. What was that?
That was...
No, I'm talking to Matt. Bad luck for him. He had that win.
Let's see, what lap did that happen?
Yeah, that was tough. He had it going.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good news is, though, YouTube video, guaranteed.
Yes, Andrew, report me. I can do anything that's going to get me reported, you douche.
Just...
David, it's not like oval racing. It's not a requirement, but it's considered a courtesy that you're going to be.
I'm
lapped.
alongside,
It's
he's
just
a lap
like racing
down,
on
breaking into
the
the corner. Oh hey, let's just pull in behind the guy.
And Colin, I totally agree, and I let him by. But when we went to the next corner, I had more speed. I did not mean to bump into him. So he's mad because I bumped into him, which wasn't intentional.
Dude, you hit the brakes before I did.
Yeah, but if I don't hit the brakes like a girl and slam on them, then I'm not going to stop as fast as you, man.
Then why are you getting behind me? If you aren't going to be able to slow down, you don't need to put your car into a gap that you created.
Matt, you passed me and I followed in behind you. Your argument is really falling apart.
Nah, David, he's just too proud to admit it.
No, Johan, and I know that you were coming up too. So I was
We're in the brake zone.
with you.
Oh my god.
You're just gonna stop because behind you, Johan, was the person that was behind me. So I'm still allowed to race the guy that's coming up behind me. Yes.
Okay, everybody in this race, could you please go to lap 16 from my perspective, going into the hairpin. Could you please go ahead and take a look at the brake lights of the drivers in that pack? I think you'll see something that's very telltale. Oh god, you just...
Yeah, we're not played up.
Well done, 13. You hit the brakes, you start slowing down, and then you decide to let off the brakes in the middle of a brake zone. Logic.
Yeah, because that was corner on corner. Yeah. You can't corner on that.
I love it. I'm really not even that angry. It's just hilarious. It's just hilarious that it's always the lap down drivers, the slow guys who, it wasn't my fault. No, it quite clearly was your fault, dude. You did ruin my race, but you know that's.
For the first place car, I guess I am.
It's whatever. I wasn't even upset about the fact that the guy.
I just bought the track 2 hours ago, so I'm learning it. I assume as the first place car, you already had that corner mastered. I apologize again for the.
Wait a minute, you hit him in the back for no reason?
No, that's not what I said, Andrew. You need
So-
to go and ask your mom to pick you up this late, dude.
I
So-
just watched you.
He bought the track 2 hours ago, and he follows me because I'm the first place car. He thought I had the corner mastered. Then why did he hit the brakes, let go of the brakes, and then decide to hit the brakes again after basically running me over? If I have the corner mastered and I'm on the brakes, I'm on the brakes for a reason. I love these guys. These guys are hilarious, not gonna lie. Really, I'm not even that angry. I don't give a darn. It is what it is. It's a video game, but I just gotta enjoy the hilarity. I just gotta enjoy the hilarity because, well, quite frankly, it is what it is. When you wreck someone, you just gotta say it's my fault. I had an incident down in the hairpin in my first race this week where basically I was on the brakes, guy in front of me was on the brakes, we were going in the corner, we were past the turning point, everything was safe, fine, and nice as can be. You know, there was about 0.2 of a second behind us. The car in the front just overdrove the corner a little bit, so as he got off the brakes at the turning point like he normally would, he had to get back on the brakes to keep from running over the car in front, and this caused his car to basically wiggle back into my line, and you know, I ran him over. You know, from that distance I should have been able to make the move to avoid him, and you know what? It's my fault. I ran the guy over, you know, fairly unnecessarily. You know, yes, it's a racing incident, but you know, you got to take fault. It's not that difficult. Really, most people do not care if you wreck them. Honestly, it's just a matter of admitting you did it. There is that admission that makes everything much happier. And look at that right rear camber. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. Yeah, bye.